Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021 The Youth Academy Challenge with Siena. If you like this kind of video, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. We've got a new feeder team, or at least a new junior team, which we negotiated after the last match we had. And it's with a Finnish team known as Kapal Helsinki. Kapal Helsinki. I'm saying it wrong. Okay, so it's Kapalan Palo Helsinki. But yeah, I feel like getting a feel for the Finnish leagues is a good time. Even if this team is an amateur side, they've got an exceptional junior coaching and good youth recruitment, which for me was a sign that, okay, we want to make them an affiliate club. Even if they are amateur and they've got 2.5-star ratings in reputation, I feel like this team could be very good for us. I really do. Especially given the fact that they are a feeder club now and we have first option to have players. What players do they even have actually at this point? Let's check. They got this guy who's actually a real player, so maybe I won't get anything from their club, but I'm hoping that maybe in the future we can get more, you know, from this team in the very near future. But again, it's a Finnish team who I'm going to try and negotiate the deals like I've done with our Austrian counterparts, who we can get to academy players from to get for our youth ranks, as well as Turbo Siena. If we can get to another deal like that with this Finnish team, then maybe we can look good. I can't get it for this Portuguese team. Apparently they're not good enough and will never be good enough for this sort of thing. Yeah, they're semi-professional and they're not eligible for that deal, so I'm confused. Even though they have the same reputation and rating as our Austrian affiliates in Halsgrunia, but I'm very confused by it, and as to why they think this team's better. I guess it's the facilities, good training and youth facilities, and adequate recruitment, youth recruitment, and average academy coaching, whereas our Portuguese counterparts, okay, they got exceptional academy coaching, good training facilities, and good youth academy, but they've got fairly basic youth recruitment. I'm very confused by that. And they're the third tier too, so it's not like they are a terrible team. So, okay, they're the fourth tier. They're the fourth tier, but even so, I'm surprised that they have not been given, well, my board doesn't think they're good enough for this, so maybe I'm just seeing things, but what players do they have right now that can even make it look controllable? Like, this guy is terrible, but I like the fact that we got these players that are potentially other clubs that we could look into and say, yeah, maybe in the future, if they are young enough, we can look into some of these players and maybe poaching their players from their academy. I don't know. It'd be nice if we can get that, but apparently they don't think the Portuguese side is good enough for that. But I want to expand our horizons and get more and more people, because for me, that's important. I also thought we'll get more knowledge from taking this team, but apparently we only got Finland, which means our worldwide knowledge is now 33%, which is actually pretty good, to be completely honest with you. So for me, that's good. And if we can get more, it'd be even better. I just want to make it so we have as much knowledge as possible now, so we can get any players from other countries. Admittedly, I don't think it's going to work, but it's nice to have the idea out there and to see what we can do with that, personally. Either way, though, we've had a lot of games since we last met, all of them in January. We're now on the 4th of February. Let's see how we got on in those matches. So the first game we had was away from her against Torino, and we took the lead after Brondi got the opening goal inside 8 minutes. I thought, yeah, we're looking good. Then this happens, and I'm thinking, wow, that's terrible goalkeeping and terrible passing, because Oliver's able to get a goal like that. So simple. They do get a goal back just before half-time, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe we need to be more considerate of our defensively. But fortunately for us, it didn't matter, because Lenzi plays his free kick in, and Alberti gets his first ever goal. The 6'6" giant scores his first goal for us, and I'm thinking, yes, we're looking good. We've got a good team now, and this team has just taken out Torino comfortably. Remember with Torino, we're trying to buy our youngsters, and actually got one of them in the January transfer window a few years ago when we were in Serie B, first division, first time in that division. Yeah, I remember those days too. Now they are literally the team that do not know how to beat us, which is great. I love the fact that we can beat Torino every year now. It's wonderful stuff. And we were definitely the dominant team as well, so 100% would love to do this again. The next game we had was against Inter Milan at home in the Serie A, and we actually lost for the first time in a very long time. Esposito, that's a very good goal from Espinosa, and then Mario gets his free kick. Basilico can't do much about it, unfortunately. And we're 2-0 down. In the game, we generally felt like we're the better team at times. We do get a goal back. Bondi finds Lenzi, who scores again. It's a good season for him, goal scoring wise. But unfortunately for us, we just couldn't really recover. And the early goals, which were literally the only 2 shots they had on target, by the way, was enough to get into the win. The 2 goals in 5 minutes just absolutely killed our momentum. Basilico had a bad game too, so I feel like he's partly to blame for that one. And DBS had a 6.1 rating. Horrifying game for his point of view. He got fined a week's wages. Either way though, again, we actually generally felt like the better team. We just didn't take our chances, and also the goalkeeper, Van der Voort, was also pretty good. A 7.4 rating makes sense to show why we weren't winning this game, quite frankly. We then took on AC Milan in the Coppa Italia first round. First ever we got to the stage and we were beaten 3-1. Not because of the fact we didn't try, but because, well, they were really good. Penalty for them first and foremost. Then Fantozzi has a shot blocked, and then Oliver scores the rebound. A goal and a cup for him. Good. Then AC Milan just decided to turn up in the second half and decide, yeah, actually, we want to win this game. I don't know how the player gets to that to make it 2-1, but he does. It's a goal. And then we could see the goal here just in the 57th minute of the game. It's a good ball through, and it's a standard finish from their striker. Very good finish indeed. I'm a bit disappointed with this game. I will be completely honest with you. Not the fact that we were beaten comfortably, we saw that coming, but the fact that we didn't really put much of a fight, and that we were very lackluster at times. This has easily been our worst performance in a very long time, and AC Milan taught us a lesson. Basilico had a 7.1 rating, and we had 20 shots against us, which I think tells you a lot, just how bad we were. So yes, not our best game by any stretch of imagination, and I wish we could do better in the future, thank you very much. Our next game was against Fiorentina, who we've beaten before, and we lost 4-0 here last year. We took the lead. Brazzoni, starting on the left wing, scores his first goal in a very long time, to my knowledge, and then they do well. Fiorentina get an equaliser for Santa Maria with this finish. He gets a hat-trick in this game. And yeah, he was a thorn in our side, quite frankly. And he scores this goal just in the 51st minute of the game, 6 minutes in the second half. And yes, good ball forward to get him. And he's got an easy chance. We do, however, score twice afterwards. Conte has the ball here, finds Oliver, who finds Fantozzi, finds Fugaza. Fugaza equalises. I'm thinking, yes, just 3 minutes after the initial goal to give them the lead, we're back in this. 86 minutes in. We're 3-2 up. Conte finds Fugaza, who gets his second of the game. I'm thinking, can we do this? No, because I already told you who gets the third goal. Santa Maria. Look at the space he has there. And look at the goal he scores. It's just cheeky. I was so heartbroken by the fact we consider a 90-minute equaliser. We feel like we should have won this game. But Santa Maria, when a player decides to turn up, he cannot do anything about it. He was just really good on the day, and the goal he scored to complete his hat-trick was just sensational. Nothing against them. We wish we could have done more. We were the better team, and they just had really good finishing. They only had 4 shots on target, and 3 of them found the back of the net. Basilico had a pretty bad game in this game, unfortunately for us, and not for the first time either. Fortunately for us, we had an easier game in Spal next time out, and we won this game 4-1. A game we lost by a goal to nil, if I recall correctly, last year. Oliver with the opening goal for the penalty spot, and then Conte plays it forward to Brazzoni. Conte's finding his assisting boots, and Brazzoni's finding his scoring boots. It's great stuff. And we make it 3-1 after Roberto Bondi on the ball here, plays it in the middle. It finds Brazzoni, who gets his second of the game. Really good stuff for us. They do get a goal in the 70th minute of the game, sadly, so we don't get a clean sheet again. But defensively, we're only conceding 1 goal on a consistent basis, it feels like, which is not the end of the world when we're scoring loads and loads of them. But then we get a goal in the 90th minute, and it's a new goal score, ladies and gentlemen. Brazzoni finds Barsanti, who scores his first ever goal for us, and I am so happy that Barsanti gets a goal. He came on from the bench too, which makes it even more promising for me. That a youngster who I have a lot of hope in is scoring goals for us. We deserve to win this game. I will acknowledge that maybe the goal scoreline was a bit higher than I was expecting, but let's just say this guy's not amazing now, but he's got potential to be really, really good. And between himself and Pigneri, I've got 2 very exciting youngsters right now. Very, very exciting youngsters. Yes, Pigneri is the better player out of the 2 of them, but if I have to be honest with you, I think Pigneri could also play on the left-hand side because he's got the position, he's got the ability to do it. He can be an inverted winger, which means maybe the left side is sorted as well if he can be trained to do that well. I don't know. I'm just really excited about the two of them. And for me, if we can get them both doing really well and firing on all cylinders, we might have a very bright future indeed with these two players in the Serie A team on the future. But yeah, Balsanti's not good enough to be a Serie A player right now, but he's got the potential to be. And for me, that's exciting. And Pigneri also having that potential is very, very promising indeed. But yes, we were decided to win, and having two no-goal scorers this year in two of our youngsters is very good signs for us in the future. The last game we had was a game against Atalanta away from home, and we scored from a throw-in, Conti scoring it, and that was the only goal of the game. They definitely tried their hardest, because I saw a lot of their highlights in this game, and I was thinking, please do not concede, please do not concede. And for once, we kept a clean sheet, and we got all 3 points against Atalanta of all teams. This is probably the biggest win we've had in a while since the Lazio game, which for me is important, because we've beaten one of the bigger teams away from home, and it now means that, league-wise, we're looking pretty good, especially when you realise how far ahead we are of the other teams. So we've already got 34 points this year. We're only 2 points away from what we got last year already after 20 matches, and our next game is against Cagliari, a team that is currently in 11th place. If we win today, we would have already surpassed the amount of points we got in our first season Serie A, and that should surely instead help us get a chance towards getting a top half finish for the very first time in the club's history, which in turn could also help us potentially look like we could be challenging for Europe. I can't believe I'm saying this so early in the season, but there you go. We're already 21 points clear of the relegation zone, and if we only needed, another 3 victories to secure ourselves a season where we won't be relegated, and hell, even the amount of points we have right now has actually managed to avoid relegation. So for me, this is a massive season already, and we've already overachieved, quite frankly. It's just a shame that maybe if we do get into Europe, it'll be probably too soon for us. But either way, if we were to get into Europe, we've got the team to rotate. We've got enough homegrown players, which is very important. And it means that we can absolutely just use our team already for Europa League football or Europa Conference football if we somehow get to that. We're out of the Coppa Italia already, so we can only focus on the league now. And 18 games left, we're looking pretty good. After this game, though, I really want to get to the youth intake, so we'll probably fly through these fixtures and probably find ourselves facing Bari, who are our current parent club. If they get relegated, I'm almost certain we would become the parent club, which for me is massive because, well, they're big. They're a big team. 3.5-star reputation. We would surely be the parent club. And, in turn, with their superb training and youth facilities, we could potentially try and steal some of their facilities. Who knows? Either way, though, I think they've got some good youngsters that come through their system as well, so I want to make sure we can get as many things as possible. We're also going to lose Alessio Sassoni at the end of the season to AC Regina. I didn't want to offer a new contract to him. He accepted their deal, and yeah, I don't really see him being used for us anymore, so it's not the end of the world, and we've got young players that will probably be getting the game time anyway. Unfortunately for us, Luigi Lucchini's actually got an injury right now. He tore his knee ligaments in December the 31st, so he's been out for a while. He's out for another 4 weeks to 2 months, which means that Pigneri, when Bozzoni's not playing, he's going to get some game time in that side of the pitch, which is kind of nice. Either way, though, we've got a game against Cagliari, a game I think we can win. We've already beaten them once this year, I think, maybe? I can't remember. But the middle of the park now is looking very, very good. The Senti will start because Vergaza has got a knock. He's out. He's not fully fit. And for me, that is a good deal. Pigneri will start on the bench because he's currently trying to get back to full fitness. He's only got 45 minutes he can play, which for me is good because I don't want to rush him. And if we need to bring him on for Bozzoni, then we can. It's good. DBS has been not so great as of late, but he's also recovering his form. Actually, Basilico, I need to talk to him because look at his recent run of form as of late because, oh dear. Run of form as of late, 6.4, 7.1, 6.3, 7.6.7. He was actually injured in the last game against Atalanta, so Tortini played. I need him to recover soon because I don't like the idea he's doing that badly. But either way, we're going to see what we can do against Calgary. One of the teams I genuinely am considering could be a challenge for us in the future, but we can do well. Bertie was suspended last time out as well, so this is a good team to see what we can do in the next match. Let's see how we do. Okay, they go throw, first and foremost, straight away within 7 minutes, 8 minutes now. And we should get this ball come to this. It's a terrible pass. What are they doing here? DBS in the ball. If we win, we're definitely in a good position for the rest of the season. And Bazzoni on the ball now. He's lost the ball, and Marty finds Hernandez. We get the ball back. Brondi on the ball. So we can get the ball back nicely, very, very comfortably. Brondi on the ball. He can play us in the middle, potentially. He finds Fantozzi. Here's Roberto Brondi. Oh, Bazzoni's hit the bar. Only just missing out. Calgary with the throw. And Marty on the ball finds Cavallini, who's being headed away by us, thankfully. But Hernandez, has he got... Is that Hernandez? It's a Hernandez. Nacho Hernandez has just scored. I love this guy's name. Hernandez. What a name that is. I'm not even upset with the fact we just could see an opening goal, but... Nacho Hernandez. What a name that is. I've never seen someone literally call that in my time in playing Football Manager. 1-0 to them though, sadly, but what a name. They got a free kick, and I'm hoping we can do better than this. We've not done well so far. That's Simmer, okay. DBS in the ball though. Calgary. Diego. Bertie now on the ball, and we need to do more. Pellegrino finds Bondi. He can play this inside. Maybe he'll run for it because he can. He's got the pace for it. He's got the ability for it. But Bondi's still going. Plays in the middle. Finds Fantozzi. Here's Pellegrino, who's replacing Barbini, who's currently injured. Fantozzi, Basenti, Pellegrino. Fantozzi goes for goal, just wide of the post. Good play, but they crowded us out in the end. We got a throw. DBS is going to go for the long one. We know what he can do with these situations. Trying to find Conte. He has found Conte, but he's hit the bar. Oh, we're definitely getting closer. Half time though, it's 1-0, and we've been the better team. We've just not got goal for it, unfortunately for us. And we've been unlucky. That's all I've got to say. We've been unlucky. We're going to try and encourage the team to say nothing bad. We can do. I still have faith they can improve. But when we're not having our luck, you know it's not a good day. Got a free kick. Andrea takes it. Bazzoni now. Conte on the ball. Can play it out wide. If my joke of having a really good games against teams in yellow continues, we're going to have a good game. But whoa, my God, Bazzoni, you idiot. As soon as I saw him do that, I knew he was going to be sent off. What an idiot. What a stupid idiot. He deserved that. I'm sorry. I can't even blame the referee for taking him off. That was just a stupid tackle. It really was. Wow. Okay. We're going to literally play with no left midfield in there, which is a bit annoying, but okay. DiBiase finds Barsenti. And we need to do something here. And Kaluki could... DBS is trying to go down the left-hand side. He's doing himself justice. He's a wing-back on support, so he can play it. But here's Bondi now. We can still do some damage. Not the end of the world. Fantozzi on the ball. I'm going to actually tell Bondi... Oh, we got a penalty. We might just got a penalty when I was changing Bondi's tackling attempts. But there you go. We might have just won a penalty, though. Atalanta losing 3 to the Spa as well. What a bad result this is going to be for them, if that's the case. Is this a penalty? I'll need to look back and see what it was. But it looks like it's going to be a penalty. And it is. Okay, let's... Can we rewind? I don't think we can rewind. Oh, we can. There we go. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's see if this was actually a penalty. I actually want to see how this works. How do I do this? Okay, so we just played normally. So while I was making that decision to change things up, Bondi's found Fantozzi. He's come inside. He's going to cut it. Okay. I can see why that's a penalty, honestly. It's just been... Not their best moment, is it? But here we go. We got a penalty, and that should be it. Oliver to take the penalty for his 141st goal of his Siena career, and his 30th of the season. Can he do it? Yes. We've got an equaliser. We've literally not changed anything else. We just let DiBiase go roaming out on the left, and it's great. So we get a penalty by literally having Fantozzi win it. It's good. 1-0. We're down to 10 men. We just got to hope we can hold on and get all 3 points. Because I think we can. Throw-in now. Pellegrino will take it. I don't think he's got the best penalty throw-ins on his locker, but there you go. Simmer finds Zavara. And here's Simmer again. We can get this ball back. We're just going to be very patient and not be stupid with it. I've still got attacking despite the fact I'm down to 10 men. And Bertie, that's why we need the winger, because there's be someone inside to collect otherwise. And Martin the ball now. And they scored. It's not surprising we're losing this game now that we're down to 10 men. But I'm still going to be annoyed. I'm just annoyed by the fact that Brazzoni got himself sent off. That's all I'm going to say. Because it's a good ball. Ilyich makes it do really well. And they've played this ball forward. Ilyich, it's a good ball from Ilyich, to be honest with you, to find Marty. But it's just a bit disappointing that we've let ourselves go down to 10 men because Brazzoni did something stupid. I'm going to make this change, actually, and bring Pigneri on as a winger. I can't justify. We're also going to give a debut to Dennis Bertuccini. I don't think I've played him before. Have I played him before? No, I haven't. So we're going to give a debut to this guy as well. And we're going to take off DBS because he's suddenly getting a bit knackered as well out there. And he's not coping that well in the slightest. And we're going to bring on Barrison, who is technically a right back. No, we won't actually. We're going to take you out. And we're going to bring in Brenner, who is technically a right-sided player. So we're going to do this. He's not the best, but we're going to literally got to work with what we have at this point in time. If this works, then I'll look like a genius. But if it doesn't work, then I don't look like a genius. And let's be honest, I'm never a genius in the first place. So unfortunately for us, nothing really happened after we made those changes. So yeah, I was expecting to lose after we went down to 10 men. It was just expected. And it was disappointing we lost this game, quite frankly. But then again, Brazzoni's proving why I can't trust him on the left-hand side and why I can't trust him to be part of the team anymore. He's going to be obsolete as far as I'm concerned. Either way, though, we've given a debut to a youngster because we had nothing to lose at this point, and when we're down to 10 men and we had players that couldn't play, it was just a matter of making sure they got the game time. So yeah, we're still 9th place. We're now only 7 points clear of Calgary, who were in 10th place already, or were they in 11th when we started this game because Bologna won? I think they were. But Fiorentina and Atalanta both lost, so we've missed an opportunity to close the gap to the top 7 to just a single point, unfortunately. But that's fine, it's not the end of the world. We can look at this and say, could have been better, but it's better than nothing, honestly. We weren't destroyed, that's all I'm going to say. And yes, Dennis Bertuccini making his debut as a midfielder. He can play as a winger as well. He can be an advanced playmaker and a wide target man on the right-hand side. I don't want to use him as a target man because of his heading, but yeah, I think playing him as a midfielder is probably the better call for him. He's a deep line playmaker who can play in a support role. Is he the best? No, not at the moment, but he can have the ability to do well, and he's got potential to grow. Is he gonna grow to be the best player in the world? Probably not, but I'd rather give him the opportunity to grow, and he can play as a right back as well, so he's kind of versatile, which is kind of nice to have in a position and in this team. Either way, though, we've lost this game. It's not ideal, but I'd rather have the points. I'd rather at least say, yeah, we've done something, tried something. We've got Bologna next anyway, so we can probably come back and win that game. Our home record's worse than our away form anyway, so again, it's not the end of the world. It's just a slight inconvenience at the end of the day, and Conte's already got 9 yellow cards too, so we need to improve on that. Either way, though, we're going to end this here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and that you will subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. But until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.